Do you want truly crispy food fast? This is the promise that has sold millions of appliances. Many new ovens now come with a special air fry setting. It claims to do the same job as that countertop air fryer everyone talks about. This raises a critical question for your kitchen. Is this oven feature just a clever marketing gimmick? Or can it truly replace the dedicated single-purpose machine? We decided to find out. This essay will tell you what we learned. We will explore which method delivers on the promise of golden brown, crunchy perfection. First, let's define our terms. What exactly are these two things? A countertop air fryer is a compact, high-powered convection oven. It has a powerful fan located very close to the heating element. This design circulates extremely hot air at high speed all around the food. It creates an intense, dry environment. An oven's air fry setting also uses a convection fan and the top heating element. It attempts to replicate the same process. The key difference is scale. The oven is a much larger space. The fan is often further from the food. Our mission was to run a direct head-to-head comparison. We wanted to know how these differences in design affect the final product on your plate. We chose 3 popular foods that people commonly make in air fryers: frozen French fries, raw chicken wings, fresh roasted vegetables. Each food would be cooked in both the countertop air fryer and the oven on its air fry setting. We would cook them using identical parameters where possible. We would judge them on crispiness. Color texture. We also considered time convenience. The results might change how you think about your next appliance purchase. We devised a simple, repeatable test plan. We would cook frozen French fries, raw chicken wings, and fresh roasted vegetables. Each food would be cooked in both the countertop air fryer and the oven on its air fry setting. We set both appliances to the same temperature, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 204 degrees Celsius. We used a thermometer to check the chicken's internal temperature. We noted how much oil was needed. We watched the clock closely. We wanted to understand the entire experience, from preheating to cleanup. This controlled experiment would give us the clear answers we were looking for. Our first test subject was a classic: frozen French fries. In the countertop air fryer, the results were immediate and impressive. After a quick preheat, the small basket of fries began to sizzle. We gave them a shake halfway through. In just about 15 minutes, we had perfectly golden brown fries. The texture was exactly what you hoped for. They were incredibly crisp on the outside, almost shattering when you bit into them. The inside remained soft and fluffy. The close proximity of the fan and heating element worked its magic, driving off moisture rapidly. We then moved the same brand and quantity of fries to the oven. We spread them on the special air fry tray that came with the range. The oven took longer to preheat, which is an important time consideration. After 20 minutes at the same temperature, the fries were cooked through. However, their color was noticeably paler than the countertop batch. They lacked that deep, uniform golden hue. While they had some crispiness, they were softer overall. They were good, but they simply did not achieve that same delightful, deep-fried texture. The larger cooking cavity seemed to diffuse the intensity of the hot air. Next up were chicken wings, a true test of an air fryer's ability to render fat and crisp up skin. The countertop unit delivered a stunning performance. In about 25 minutes, the wings were cooked to a safe internal temperature of 175 degrees Fahrenheit, 79 degrees Celsius. More importantly, the skin was unbelievably crisp and crackly. The fat had rendered out beautifully, dripping into the bottom of the basket. The small, intense cooking environment was perfect for this task. The wings were juicy on the inside, with a perfectly crunchy exterior that rivaled a deep fryer. We placed an identical batch of wings on the air fry tray in the oven. It took nearly 40 minutes to reach the same internal temperature. While the oven did a decent job, the results were not quite the same. The skin was crispy in spots but remained softer and a bit leathery in others. The browning was less even, likely due to the less concentrated airflow. The wings were still tasty and certainly juicy, but they missed that signature, all-over crunch that makes an air-fried wing so satisfying. The countertop air fryer was the clear winner for skin texture. Our final food test involved a medley of fresh vegetables: broccoli, bell peppers, onions. Here, the competition became much closer. The countertop air fryer, true to form, worked very quickly. In about 12 minutes, the vegetables were tender, with nicely charred, crispy edges. This method is fantastic for getting a deep roast on a small batch of vegetables. The intense heat caramelizes the natural sugars fast. However, you are limited by the small basket size. Overcrowding the basket leads to steaming instead of roasting, so you must cook in batches for larger meals. This is where the oven's air fry setting found its moment to shine. We could spread a much larger quantity of vegetables across the entire air fry tray. They cooked in a single, even layer. While it took longer, Around 20 to 25 minutes, the result was excellent. The vegetables were cooked through perfectly. They had a pleasant, roasted texture with good browning. For anyone cooking for a family or preparing a large meal, the oven's capacity was a huge advantage. It delivered consistent results for a big batch all at once, something the countertop model simply cannot do. We also had to consider other crucial factors like energy use and cleanup. The small countertop air fryer heats up in just a couple of minutes. It uses significantly less energy to cook a small portion of food, compared to heating an entire full-size oven. If you are just making a snack for 1 or 2 people, the energy savings are substantial. Cleanup was also a point in its favor. Most air fryer baskets have a non-stick coating and can be washed easily in the sink or placed in the dishwasher. The oven, on the other hand, is an energy giant. It consumes much more electricity and takes a lot longer to preheat its large cavity. This feels wasteful if you're only cooking a handful of chicken wings. Cleaning the large air fry tray was straightforward. However, any drips or splatters from fatty foods like wings ended up on the bottom of the oven itself. This meant you might have to perform a more involved oven cleaning later. The self-contained nature of the countertop unit keeps all the mess in one easy-to-clean basket. After testing, a clear verdict emerged. It is not about which appliance is better overall, but which is right for the specific task at hand. For speed, maximum crispiness, energy efficiency. On small batches, the countertop air fryer is the undisputed champion. It excels at making snacks, meals for 1 or 2 people. If you want the crispiest French fries, the crunchiest chicken wings, or a quick batch of roasted vegetables, the dedicated appliance delivers superior texture in less time. It is a specialized tool that performs its core function exceptionally well. However, the oven's air fry setting is far from useless. Its greatest strength is capacity. If you are cooking for a family or entertaining guests, the ability to cook a large batch of food in a single layer is a game changer. It is the clear winner for large quantity meals, like a full sheet pan of vegetables or enough chicken wings for a party. While it may not achieve the same extreme level of crispiness as its smaller counterpart, it produces very good, reliable results on a scale that a countertop model cannot match. It is a versatile feature that adds value to a multi-purpose appliance. To get the best results from either method, a few simple tips apply. Always preheat your appliance for even cooking. Do not overcrowd the basket or tray. Give your food space so the hot air can circulate. Food should be in a single layer. A very light spritz of a high smoke point oil can help with browning and crisping, but do not use too much. For thicker items like chicken, always use an instant read thermometer to ensure doneness. Shaking the basket or turning the food halfway through the cooking process is crucial for achieving an even, golden brown finish. In conclusion, the best option truly depends on your lifestyle. If your household is small and you prioritize speed and that perfect crunch, a countertop air fryer is an excellent investment. If you have a larger family and value the ability to cook big meals at once, an oven with a good air fry setting is an incredibly practical and useful tool. They are not direct replacements for each other. Instead, they're 2 different tools for 2 different jobs. Knowing their strengths and weaknesses allows you to choose the right one to achieve your crispy food goals.